Drayton Manor is getting a brand new roller coaster for the 2024 theme park season. This fantastic family UK theme park recently announced their new roller coaster will actually be an Intamin roller coaster. This fantastic roller coaster manufacturer makes such a wide variety of great roller coasters, and they have a great portfolio of rides and attractions for all ages. With lots of recent speculation and theories on what new Intamin coaster will be coming to Drayton Manor in 2024, here are my thoughts and predictions on what new ride will be arriving at this amazing family theme park here in the UK. Welcome to Coasternaut, and if you enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe for future updates and news on Drayton Manor and its new for 2024 Intamin roller coaster, as there'll be plenty more news updates when we learn more about the new coaster when the park makes some official announcements regarding the name, layout and theme of the ride. So, Drayton Manor are getting a brand new roller coaster for the first time since 2011, so 12 years. This is when the park opened Accelerator, which was their Vekoma family boomerang coaster, which originally opened under the name Ben 10 at the park. This was actually the first Vekoma family boomerang of the new modern generation, so it was a very unique coaster investment for the park. However, it has now been 12 years since that coaster installation, and we have yet to see a new coaster installed at Drayton Manor. Now, unfortunately for this fantastic family theme park here in the UK, it has been a very rough decade for Drayton Manor. There's been a lot of bad press, and lots of things have gone wrong for the park, which has probably aided to why this reason has gone on for so long and why we haven't seen a new coaster at the park for that 12-year period. And hopefully now, as I'll explain throughout this video, the park is now on a final upward trajectory, and it should hopefully be going up from here, and this won't be the last coaster addition that we see added to Drayton Manor for the next 12 years, and hopefully within the next 12 years we might get 2 or 3 new coaster additions. So unfortunately, in 2017 there was actually an accident which happened on their Rapids ride at the back of the park, and this did actually unfortunately lead to a young guest passing away. This was a truly dreadful time, not just for Drayton Manor but for the whole UK theme park industry. It really was a sad time, and this meant that the park unfortunately faced lots of fines, and it also meant that they had to close their Rapids ride, at least for the time being. Their Maurer X-Car coaster, G-Force, which was located next to Shockwave, also had to close down in the 2018 season due to ongoing maintenance issues, cost of upkeep. It wasn't very popular anymore. It had a bit of a rough and painful ride experience, and so this was one of the 2 standout coasters in the park alongside Shockwave. So this really was, like I say, a dark 3-year period for the park, and unfortunately it did appear to be on a downward trend, especially, like I say, that accident caused a massive drop in attendance for the park, so it wasn't bringing in as much money either in terms of revenue. So this was a really dark period for the park. That was until, though, in 2020, when obviously the rest of the world was in a global pandemic, Drayton Manor was actually purchased by the Looping Group. The Looping Group is a theme park operating chain which owns a number of rides, attractions and other theme parks, and this sent new life throughout the park with the addition of lots more new investment within Drayton Manor. Now, Drayton Manor was set to become the flagship family theme park here again in the UK, and like I say, the Looping Group, they own lots of different rides and attractions, but Drayton Manor was probably the biggest addition to their collection, and I could see why they want to pour lots of money and investment into Drayton Manor, because it really could become the best park under the Looping Group name. So 2 brand new areas were quickly built at the park. The first one for the 2021 season, I believe it was. This was Adventure Cove. This was a revamp of the back of the park. Shockwave got a brand new building. They reopened their Rapids ride. There was a new food place there, a new wave swinger attraction, and they really did bring a whole load of new life into this area. They repainted everything. Like I say, there was a new food store, a new climbing area for children to play in, and it really did bring life back to this area again, and Drayton Manor finally looked to potentially be on the up. In the 2023 season, they also built the Vikings area, and this is a very good area, one of the best themed areas here in the UK. They rethemed their Buffalo coaster to fit in with the area as well. They built 2 brand new Zamperla flat rides, a disco coaster and a Nebulas, and they themed them in fantastically to the surrounding area as well. And the overall area really does feel fantastic. It is one of the best themed areas within any theme park here in the UK. On the back of these two brand new additions for 2024, the park has also been teasing a brand new family thrill roller coaster. Now, in the past few months, this has recently been confirmed to actually be coming from Intamin. This is one of the best, most popular roller coaster manufacturers in the industry today, and they have a wide variety of coasters targeted at the junior and family thrill market, which Drayton Manor really is trying to target these days. You know, they're trying to go away from the larger rides such as Shockwave and obviously with the removal of G-Force as well. They're really trying to target that family thrill market, and that is a clever thing to do for the park, with them being located quite close to major thrill parks such as Alton Towers. So this new coaster is definitely going to be a family thrill coaster, and it has been confirmed that it's going to have both a lift hill and a launch, which should make for a nice long ride experience. It will also make for a very unique ride. There isn't, off the top of my head, any coasters in the UK that have both a launch and a lift hill, so it'll be very unique, not just to Drayton Manor, but for the park and industry as a whole. This will definitely fill a gap in Drayton's coaster lineup. They don't currently have a launch coaster, and they don't really have a bridging coaster, in the sense that, you know, they've got really big thrilling coaster in Shockwave, which is the main coaster at the park, and then they have some smaller family coasters such as Jormungandr, Troublesome Trucks, and Accelerator, the Vekoma family boomerang. So this will be a nice sort of family thrill coaster, which aims to fill the gap between those more junior coasters and the large thrilling coaster. So, you know, some of the middling guests between the height restrictions might be able to, if they're not brave enough to ride Shockwave yet, will work out really well in terms of trying this ride. So this new family thrill coaster will also be part of hopefully a new themed area. This hasn't been confirmed yet, but I would expect, you know, with the additions of Adventure Cove and Vikings, they won't just plop this ride down. That would seem very out of the blue compared to what the Looping Group have done at Drayton Manor so far, and I think they will likely want to keep up to the standard that we've gotten used to at Drayton Manor, and rather than just plonking this coaster down in the older Intamin drop tower area Apocalypse, they'll want to, you know, build a themed area around it, potentially add in some new rides and re-theme the rides which are currently there, and bring it up to the increased standard which we have seen at Drayton Manor in the past few years. This will be a fantastic new addition to the park, something not as intense as other Intamins hopefully, like Javelin, but something which is, you know, thrilling enough to enjoy enthusiasts and thrill seekers, whilst also appealing to the family thrill market. And I can see this being, like I say, a really good addition to the park, and hopefully just shows how good of an upwards trajectory that Drayton Manor is currently on after the purchase from the Looping Group. We are yet to hear any official news from the park regarding a possible name or theme for the coaster, and we don't yet have a confirmed layout, but I'm sure whatever the park is working on with Intamin, it'll be really fantastic. They have a great design team at Drayton Manor, and I'm sure they'll be able to come up with a really cool, unique backstory, and it will complement the ride layout perfectly, which is obviously being built by one of the best manufacturers, Intamin, and I'm sure they'll smash it out the park for this new coaster edition at Drayton Manor in 2024. So what do you make of Drayton Manor's new coaster? What do you think it will be? Any ideas on the layouts, any ideas on the themes and the name that you'd like to see? What do you think would work best for this new family thrill Intamin coaster coming to Drayton Manor in 2024? If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe to Coasternaut for more videos on Drayton Manor in the future, and there'll be plenty more videos on this new Drayton Manor coaster as and when we hear more official announcements from the park, so make sure you stick around and subscribe to the channel for more updates in the future. Thank you very much for watching.